Hello guys, it's Farmer Beavis once again and welcome back to Baldeykino. We are back and today we have nothing as exciting as last time. Let me get on my new motorcycle here. That's I don't even know the brand, something IT set. I am set, I think. Jupiter Planeta with a sidecar, as you see. I had this thing in FS13 and I had to get it when I saw it that it was out for FS15. It's just a perfect runabout, especially for this kind of map. Yeah, anyhow, we're gonna drive up to the pig facility. And I just realized that I took the not so good way with a motorcycle, but anyhow. Yeah, on today's agenda we don't have anything too crazy. We are not gonna make more yogurt or go into the business of making vodka or something crazy like that. We're first gonna almost wipe out due to the bad frame rate around here. I really need to find the issue with that. I don't know if it's the fruit trees or if it's the main farm being chucked from the memory, but yeah. Did some more work around here yesterday. Well, almost ran into the side of the building. Yeah, did some more work around here. We are running a bit low on the straw bales, so we will start making more soon. I have field 5 ready again to harvest, and I forgot about this mud puddle here. Let's try to circumnavigate that. We will harvest field 5 and then I will bale the resulting straw from that, and then we will have enough bales for some time, I hope. Yeah, just excuse me for a second. Pardon me. Yeah, we're gonna do that, but first we have to go to our bacon, because we have, if we look in the menu, if I can open it without wiping out. If we look in the menu, we have 22 bacons ready to be transported to the bacon shop, so we will take care of that. But first, as you may saw on the... I got stuck. I need to change my clothes and possibly clean the motorcycle afterwards. And I don't think this thing is washable, but I don't really care. It's just too much fun to drive. Anyhow, but before we get around to selling the pigs, we first need to muck out the stable, because as you may have glanced over, we have quite some manure in there, and it starts to smell really funky. So yeah, here we are. Those of you who follow me on Twitter may recognize this setup here. I tweeted that picture out yesterday asking if somebody may have a clue what we're up to, but yeah. Anyhow, I'm gonna quickly jump into this thing here, and we're gonna start shoveling. Yeah, this is about what we're gonna do today. I know nothing too exciting. Oh, I forgot about those straw bales in here. But let's see, while I'm in here... No, still can't disperse them. They still have enough stuff. I don't know what it is. They need a bit too little resources for my liking. I mean, I get it's pigs and they may not need as much as cows, but still, they sure have to eat something, and I don't think they would last that long with that little stuff. And yeah, we're just gonna put that manure from the pigs in that trailer, because I intend to set up greenhouses. I don't know if I will get cucumbers or chili peppers. Maybe you guys wanna pitch in there what I should do. On a related note, if we get cucumbers, for example, we could, if that is something you guys are interested in, we could explore the canned vegetable and yeah, thingy-doofer factory where you can make something like pickles and canned fruits of all types. So yeah, that would be something. Other than that, I got a few votes already for the vodka production, so that of course will happen. I mean, it's only fitting since we're in Russia. Not that I think all Russian peoples are drunkards, but I know that yeah, the Slavic countries certainly like their alcohol. Let's put it that way. Okay, and we are slowly but surely mucking out the pigs here. Yeah, other than that, what will come up for sure is a sugar beet harvest of some sort. Of course, I first will have to buy the equipment, but I guess with the... Oops. Yeah, this is one way to kill your trailer and your front loader. But with the yogurt plant firing on all cylinders and us maybe selling off some other stuff soon, so we should be good on the monetary front in a little bit. Yeah, other than that, what else could we do? Yeah, I have a new bread transporting trailer that I wanna try. I haven't checked it out yet if it runs, but it would be pretty sweet. Would be something a bit larger, because as you may saw, I got rid of the Moskvich in favor of the little motorbike, because yeah, I don't know, seems cooler, and since the Moskvich just was mainly sitting at the apartment building all day, I figured, yeah, why not get this thing to sit out front instead. Now let me see here, how much do we have left? Not too much, about 2 scoops, and then we should be done. Yeah, and then we will check out that pig trailer that you see there. That is from the SIL MMZ 164 pack, which is another piece of Soviet machinery that is out there. The truck itself is pretty nice as well. You might see that pop up on Michael's A Kick to the Head series soon, because he yeah, asked me about it, and I said, yeah, it's pretty cool, and he goes for the, you know, the whole older style farm on his Great Smoky Mountains series, which is an awesome map as well. So yeah, we may see that there very soon. I think he ordered one in from Russia. I think it's on the way on the ship. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go here. No, but he really expressed interest in using that thing, so I hope we see it soon, because it's an awesome little truck. And I just pushed the bales halfway through the stable there. And you see up top there in the top left corner of the screen, I got rid of the inspector mod, and I'm now using glance. I still have no idea what all the configuration options mean, but it sure looks a whole lot better than inspector. And yeah, we will see what it will do for me. But I like that you have these different, if I understood right, you can set different levels of notifications, so your screen isn't getting clustered up so much as with the inspector mod. Because one thing that I didn't like about the inspector mod is that, for example, I all the time had that Gas 66 sprayer displayed with the fertilizer in it, although nobody really cares about it because yeah, it's just sitting at the yard at the moment because we are not spraying. Anyhow, I will figure that out and set it up, and yeah. That glance mod is available from FSUK, and I hope I will get around to update the mod list accordingly. Yeah, and this is the little cattle trailer that comes with that SIL 164 pack. As you can see, you can open up the back. So yeah, plenty of room in there. I don't really know how much it holds. We have 22 pigs at the moment, so we just see how much of them want in there at once. Yeah, and of course it would help if I line it up correctly. That's one thing with those trailers from the pack. They are very jumpy, or jumpy isn't the right word, I guess. Sometimes they tend to go into the turns a bit too enthusiastically. I have to see how that worked with the loading up. I think for loading up, I have to. Don't tell me this thing doesn't accept pigs all of a sudden. I had that working. There we go. Okay. While our pigs are happily marching through the axle of the trailer, I'm gonna take a quick sip here. I'm not gonna name the beverage I'm drinking, but you guys can for sure figure it out. No, it's 10:49 a.m. here at the moment where I'm recording this. This is going live the same day, hopefully, because we have a slight delay with the Baldeykino series that is going to push back to 2100 today. So I hope that I can have this out at 1900. Now I have to figure out the best way to get the pigs to the market without shaking them around too much. So we're gonna, not that it makes a difference of course, but I don't know, I think it's a bit rude to just drive like a maniac with live cargo in the back. We're just gonna really quickly, set our speed here appropriately. Yeah, sorry, words. Anyhow. But all that talking about bacon really got me hungry, so I need to think about lunch soon. But I think it's gonna be something quick. Possibly just gonna nip down to the shop really quick and see what's there. Yeah, and here we are going past the fish hatchery. I moved the fish tanks from the main farm back here because I wanted to declutter the main farm a bit. The yard still looks a bit like a mess, but it's still better than it was. And yeah, coming back to my original question, the thing holds 16 pigs apparently, so yeah, we're not gonna make 2 trips though. We're just gonna leave it at that 1 trip here, and I'm gonna wait for another full trip before I go to the market again. And here we're gonna circumvent that sinkhole. Yeah, sinkhole, not sinkhole. Yeah, words. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a discombobulated episode today, but I just really felt in the mood to record a Baldeykino video. I originally planned for the next one to go out on Sunday, but then when I sat down yesterday to play a bit, I spent most of the day yesterday editing videos, so then I really was eager to play in the evening, and then I realized, hey, you have the pigs ready. You could muck out the stable on camera. and then bring the pigs to the market, then maybe start the harvest. So I thought, okay, I leave it at that and just record this for you guys today and throw it out there. I hope it's something you like and you're not already falling asleep, which wouldn't surprise me. I mean, sometimes when I have to listen back to the nonsense and inherent silliness that is coming out of my mouth while I'm talking into this microphone here, yeah, I would probably also fall asleep or just, I don't know, yeah, something would happen. Anyhow, oh, and I took this turn for real this time, and I just remembered, what I also installed is the turn indicator HUD. You see that down there in the lower right hand corner. That is something Toby Moby has pointed out to me, which I find very useful. I mean, of course, I'm using a lot of tractors where they are modded so that you have the turn signal indicator in the cab somewhere, or as with that truck here where you have the turn signal on the dashboard. But for example, with the in-game machinery or even some of the modded machinery, you still don't always have the confirmation that the turn signal is on, and if it's a bit of a louder machine like this one is, then yeah, it can be that that you forget you have it set, and then all of a sudden you realize 5 kilometers later that you're still indicating. Yeah, and to give proper credit for the other mod that I installed as well, the glance mod, I got my eyes on that when I and we're getting terrible frame rate here. I'm very sorry. This always happens when I load the or when I get around to the main farm. I don't know. I have to go through the mods that I have there and pick out the one that is causing this performance drop, because at this point in time it can only be one of the attachments. I suspect it's one of the either the seed tank or the fertilizer tank that's dropping us so hard here, because that is ridiculous. Anyhow, where was I? Yeah, the glance mod. I got that from Michael, a kick to the head, when I was having the little guest appearance on his Great Smoky Mountains map, and he had that running, and I was like, oh, that is pretty neat, and I will snatch that for my series. So yeah, I'm gonna take another quick sip here. And yeah, to go to the pig selling point, you have to go all the way across the map, which is kinda cool if you ask me, because I personally don't like it when on a map you have everything so cramped in one spot. So for example, if you have the pigs at the main farm, and then you have the town right 1 kilometer away from the main farm, and there's the butcher shop. I don't like that. I like driving in the game, and I enjoy just going around and enjoying the scenery and whatever. I mean, not that we have too much scenery here on this Russian map, because it's pretty flat, but still it has a very nice and rustic charm to it. So we're gonna go through here. I hope we're gonna fit through. Yes, we do. And the pixel point is here, where they have the pallets outside. So we're gonna... I'm not gonna try to show off to the reversing in cap, but here we go. Oh, yeah. And you see when you unload, the back ramp opens up and the pigus go out. Yeah. Pardon me. Yeah. then we are gonna go back to... Oh no, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn around here and drive this thing back to the pig farm, and then take the motorcycle back to the dairy farm, and from there I'm gonna meet you guys and we gonna prepare the harvest, because I have that other truck sitting at the dairy farm at the moment, which I would like to use in the harvest this time. So yeah, I'm gonna make a quick jump here and I see you guys at the dairy farm. Alright guys, we are back. Yeah, quick change of plans here. When I went by the dairy farm on my way to the pig farm, I realized that this was the truck I actually want to use, and I just detached the swap body and the trailer when I went to pick up the cattle trailer, which you see back there. Yeah, so I just dumped that thing here really quick, and now we are on our way out to the field. Yeah, this is oops. This is first of all one way to break your trailer, or the hitch. Yeah, we're just gonna turn around here and go out to the field. This is just the normal dumping type of swap body that I just place on the fifth heel witch. Yeah, it's a 5-heeled witch, everybody. No, apparently I forgot how to English, which is nothing new, I know. No, on the 5th wheel hitch, and that trailer also comes with that SIL 133 packs, so yeah, plenty of old Russian trucks going on here, so yeah. Just gonna go out to the field here. This is the one we're gonna have on offloading duty, and we're gonna drive the harvester. This is how we're gonna do it. And yeah, just come out here. Let's see, do I still have a course set for this field? F5 wheat barley. This sounds about perfect. We're gonna have you be a grain transporter, and you shall... TC 5.90 sounds alright. I really should get a bigger harvester on here. I saw New Holland, what was it, TC 6.90, which looks pretty interesting. I think I'm gonna have that one on here real soon. Yeah, we're gonna just have him drive. So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna be different, are you? But first of all, you're gonna not use your beacon lights. Okay, while he's making his loop, just gonna go back to the main farm. Let's filter for harvesters. Oops. Yeah, at least we're in the right building. Okay. Let's use this thing. I know it's grossly undersized for this map, but at the moment we can't really afford anything bigger. And the whole yogurt operation really cut into our financial situation, so yeah. We will have to sit tight for a bit. But as I said earlier, once we get the yogurt production rolling, we should be good money-wise. And as you saw back at the dairy farm, I also now have a separate milk tanker. That is, or no, I already shot it, but I have now the milk tanker is sitting on a dolly. So I can just transport the excess milk to the milk plant, and I have to do that now because as you saw, I have that little stop milk cell sign up, but this is basically necessary if you intend to use the milk for other purposes than directly selling it. so that the automatic doesn't sell it at midnight. And I don't know, it feels a bit more realistic to have to sell the milk yourself. I mean, of course, you have that most likely on real farms, that the truck from the dairy cooperative or whatever comes by every morning or every 2 days or whatever, but the milk doesn't automatically disappear at midnight. So at least in Farming Sim 2013 you had the milk truck going by, and yeah, granted it was annoying, especially if you had machinery in the way, or if you happened to have bales stacked in the way. That especially happened to me on some maps where I was playing the first time, or yeah, because you of course didn't know where the milk truck would go by, and then you would be like, hey, okay, let's buffer these thingies here for the time being, and next morning you come back and see the milk truck has had a destruction fest over your oops, and that thing already was unfolded, over your precious bales. Not that I did much bale stacking in FS 2013, because let's face it, the physics were atrocious, and I'm just gonna go round and round for the first bits and make a bit of headland, and then we're gonna dive in and go up and down. But we're not gonna show too much more harvest footage, because I think I'm nearing about that time, and quite honestly I'm getting hungry, and also my throat is getting dry for some reason, and my can of choice beverage here is almost empty. And before anybody gets this down the wrong throat, I know we make a lot of references to Monster, and we always joke about being sponsored by them. We are in fact not, of course. We're way too uncool to be even sponsored by Monster, at least I am. I mean, Toby Moby is a huge deal, so they probably be knocking down his door, but I guess Red Bull pays more. I don't know. I'm not in that type of stuff. Anyhow, no, it's just a running joke. I actually had to laugh pretty hard yesterday when I was watching Frito-Lay's second to latest episode, where he was talking about tractor preferences, and he was referring to, yeah, Farmer Beavis likes Fendt, which is true, and Case, but then he was like, yeah, and Toby Moby really likes, and yes, I'm doing a straws rough, that is good. And then he was saying like, yeah, Toby Moby really likes Ursus, and he also works for them, if I got it correctly. And I was like, uh-oh. Then I commented on that and said, Frito, I hope you realize that the whole Toby is working for Ursus is a running joke. And he was like, no, I did not know that. So yeah, that was pretty funny. Anyhow, yeah, I guess I will sign off at this point. Yeah, as I said, continue to be awesome, watch the series, let me know what you want to see. I mean, the vodka plant is coming at this point in time, I guess, because I think a lot of you guys would like to see that. On that we have that cannery, you know, for the pickled onions and the canned fruits and all that, and not pickled onions, but pickles and that stuff. Yeah, there's a bit more stuff out there. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this little totally Beavis bouncing off the wall and talking his face off again video, then leave a like, that would be awesome. And I, of course, as always, thank you guys very much for taking the time and watching this, and I catch you later.